Hi everyone, it's WGM70 here. How you doing? Welcome back to Let's Play of Breath of Fire 4. Last time round I introduced the game and translated the intro. This time round, we're actually going to start. Alright, so we do have an option to rename our protagonist, but tradition dictates we keep our protagonist the name of Ryu. It all started on the third day after we had left the castle. That morning we had entered the Great Desert on our sand flyer. We were heading towards the town of Siesta, the last known location of my sister, Elena. Siesta lies on the edge of the desert. All we had to do was cross the desert. It sounds so easy. Look, Craig, the shooting star. We'll find her. Won't we, Craig? Don't worry, Nina. We'll find her. I swear it. Chapter 1 Awakening. Phew, it's hot out here. Oh, don't worry, Craig. I'm alright. I was just thinking that it's probably better if we don't move around during the day. Let's find some shade and wait till the sun goes down. Really, I'm alright, Craig. Besides, I want to find my sister as soon as possible. Calm down. We've come this far. We'll have to rest for a while. Not much change if we get there today or tomorrow. What the? Dragon? I heard there was a dragon in the desert, but I was hoping we wouldn't be lucky enough to find it. Here it comes! Hold on to something! Nice wheelie? Is that wheelie? I don't know. I've never heard of dragons attacking people before. Even if it doesn't mean to attack us, we can't let it hit us. Blast it. No use! It's gonna ram us! It's no use. The sand's gotten into everything. I can't fix it. Not if I have any spare parts. Do you think that dragon attacked us on purpose? Hard to say. I haven't seen it since then either. Well, whether it did or not, we should be thankful it crashed near the edge of the desert and not in the middle. Here, we're in walking distance of the towns along the desert border. Do you think we can find the parts we need at one of them? Probably, but there's one small problem. If we leave our sandflyer here, we can run the risk of it getting stolen by bandits. Not much point going into town and coming back with spare parts. And if there's just sandflyer to use them on. Alright then, Cray. I'll go. But, Nina... I can't live my whole life with you looking out for me. For starters, what would my sister think? Alright. You and Nina. Let's see. If I remember right, there's a town called Sari to the south of here. You might be able to find some parts there. Good luck, Nina. I'm counting on you. Don't worry, I'll be back before you know it. Here, take this. It's the King's sword. I hope you won't need to use it. But better safe than sorry, right? See you when I get back, Ray. Safe trip, Nina. You watch yourself here. But I can't use it. Who's gonna tell him? Anyway, our first party member is Nina, the classic Breath of Fire character. Nina is basically a mage, as she has always been and always will be. Very high wisdom, very high agility, not so high powered defense. And yes, I was joking that I can't equip the King's sword. She can't equip it. No, so yeah. I don't. I obviously maybe Ryan was maybe like thinking, oh, just in case. But it's still funny to me. Alright, this is the only time in the game where Nina is the world map icon. I believe. Oops. We are gonna save it though. And we move by using the directional buttons, and we get an exclamation point. Somebody help me! Whoa! Look at the size of that hole. If I say anything, that merchant and his goods must have fallen in. Then please, just like this. But there's a treasure chest there. There's something here. how it's just curious on us. It's not attacking? It's not a monster, I guess. That was funny. For some reason, I wasn't scared at all. A person? Whoa! Um... If you wouldn't mind, do you think you could put on some clothes? I should find some in the carriage there. And Ray's just like, oh, I have, oh, so you mean you're not working with that merchant who was here? How'd you get inside this crater then? Did you fall in? How did such a big hole get here in the first place anyway? You said a monster was here before? The one that looked like a dragon or something? I wonder what it really was. Oh, I'm sorry. Probably don't know the answers to those questions any more than I do you? My name is Nina. I'm from Windia. What's your name? Ree? Alright then, Ree. Let's see if we can get out of here. That worked. So, Ree, where are you heading to? You don't know? Then that means you're lost. Yes, it does. Admit it. You're lost. Not really ashamed about it. I got lost a lot when I was younger. Alright then, Ree. Why don't you come with me to the nearest town? And Ree got the king's sword. You can use this sword. You might need it. To get to town, you have to go through areas populated by monsters. And also I can't equip it, so it's fine. Let's get going then, shall we? Alright, so we have our RPG protagonist. And it's Ryu. He starts off at level 1, which is very... I mean, there's a reason for that. Ryu has pretty good all-around stats. Pretty good in terms of power, obviously, at the start. Attack power. I guess I should go over the stats, because I forgot to do that with Nina. So we have hit points. Pretty obvious what those are. I mean, you've watched a lot of my Let's Plays. You should know what HP is by now. But just in case, it is your hit points. If that goes down to 0, you're dead. AP is kind of like MP in this game. In fact, it's pretty much one-to-one with MP from Final Fantasy. Basically, each skill has their own AP cost, and if it goes down to 0, then you can't use skills. CP is a little bit different. We'll talk about that whenever we get access to the back row. But it is to do with the back row. Now we have power. That is your attack power. It is just attack power or physical attack power. Or skills that use attack power. Defense is pretty obvious. It is defense of physical skills. Agility is kind of an interesting stat. It obviously determines your turn order, but it also determines your evade order, or evade chance. So it's still a pretty decent stat, even though I've always been a bit weird about agility in turn-based games. But anyway, it's there as a stat. And wisdom is your spell attack and spell defense. So wisdom is kind of like Gen 1 special stat. So it's it's good to have it up as well. So yeah, pretty much what the stats do. And now we have the Kingsword on Ryu. It is power 12 and it has the same effect as Protect. What that means is I can use that in battle as an item infinitely, and I get to use the Protect spell, which is pretty good. And actually, I'm going to save it because I'm getting into the habit of saving more regularly because I had a save incident recently with with a game I was playing, and I lost my save. So ever since then, I've been saving it more regularly. Let's see. I have to go over these cliffs to get over this Sorry. Let's hurry and try to get over to them before it gets dark. And we got our first battle, actually. Oh, actually, this is what we want. Alright, so battles are turn-based, and we have attack, which is just regular attack. You pick it, you select who you want to attack, and you attack. Special is use your special skills, which cost AP. The little number on the side is how much AP they cost. And yeah, you can use for D-Dash, you can use Seaver, Heal, or Purify. Ryu does not have any special skills as of yet, but we're going to get one right now, actually. So enemies have enemy skills like a Breath of Fire free, but they have to use them, and you have to block in order to learn them. So the problem is with the Aigus is that you have to wait until they use it. So we might be here for a little bit. But we want Ryu to learn it. There's a reason we want Ryu to learn it. Trust me. There we go. We got rest. So rest, we now have a skill for Ryu. Ryu learned rest. And rest is very good. Possibly one of the best skills in the game, actually. In terms of healing, at least. Now, Nina has access to the field ability Fly. By pressing triangle, we can sort of see the view of the land. It's pretty funny, pretty cool. And, oops. Ryu can just slice. That's what he can do. Oh, I thought it was up here, the item. It's not. There's an item around here. Ah! There's another thing about this game. Red screens means the enemy caught you by surprise. So yes, there's even surprise attacks in this game. Actually, I probably shouldn't have escaped. Oh, that's fine. Probably shouldn't have escaped there, but I wanted to show what escaping was. There's basically a chance of, I think it's dependent on your agility, potentially. Or your agility versus the enemies. At the very least. Wow, I'm actually surprised that we haven't encountered the other enemy that we can learn an enemy skill off yet. I usually do at this point. Oops. I keep... So menu is square in this game, and I'm used to menu being triangle. So if I hit triangle accidentally, that's why. And you can't change it. Looks like we've run out of road. But don't worry, you should be able to jump over this. All you have to do to jump is to stand in a place where it's narrow enough to jump, and press the X button. Or move in a direction you want to jump by using the directional buttons. Try it. I just use the directional buttons, it's way easier. See? It's easy, isn't it? One more go. Good thing you're able to jump. We're really high up. Whoa. Don't you just love that feeling you get looking down from a high place like this? I actually hate it. I hate looking down from a high place. It makes me dizzy. It's so exciting. Nina, please. Yeah, Fortnite is a bit of a... I guess... I don't want to say it, but she is. And Ryu's dead. Are you alright, Ryu? Did you do that because you thought I needed help? You're not hurt, are you? I'm sorry, didn't tell you about my wings. I can use them to fly a little so I can survive a fall like that. But it was very brave of you to do that, Ryu. Very brave and heroic. Thank you. Aww. Looks like the sun's going down. Probably safer we wait until it's light to climb up the cliff. Let's look for a place we can sleep. Oh, it's over here. Looks like we could camp here. All we need is a fire. And that's how I ended up here. Where are you heading, Ree? Whoops, I forgot. You're lost, aren't you? Tomorrow, once we get to town, I'm sure I'll be able to find someone who knows you. So, the time have come. Yes, my lord, majesty. 'Twould appear something is amiss. Where are the courtiers, priests? Why is there not a single voice raised in greeting at thy return? 'Tis not of import, they are mortals. Were we to attempt to understand their mind, we should spend an eternity. There be more pressing matters to attend to. Canst thou not sense it? This presence. 'Tis far and still slumbering. But 'tis what we have sought low these many ages. Wonku, Guard our place of rest, as you wish, sire. Majesty, whither art thou going? We should go to our capital as planned. We shall meet at the appointed place when the time have come. And suddenly you get to play as this character. If we press menu, this is Fo Lu, or Fao Lu. He is level 64. I don't really need to explain why he's good. He is just level 64. And if we go back and check on Wonku is guarding the entrance as instructed. So yeah, I think this is the only game that I can think of that you get to play as a character that is severely, like, super OP this early on in the game. Like, we're less than 30 minutes in. Who goes there? What be ye be doing in this place? Huh? Who are you? It said dragon's supposed to appear tonight. So we were told to watch this area. A dragon? That's right. Not just any dragon either. It says Legend Dragon of Doom, which bring ruin to the Empire. And what be thy design for this dragon? We'll destroy it, of course. Nothing can withstand the might of the Imperial Army. I believest thou can do such a thing, but thou art mere mortals. Dost thou not ken the power of that which you would destroy? This be a dragon. A dragon is a force of nature unto itself, and might as well seek to fight a volcano, or the very earth itself. Dragons doth give birth to thy kind, grant thee life, and verily taketh it away. They are to thee as are an insect, in thy terms. They are gods. Wouldst thou fight a god? Tis as I thought. It is not the nature of mortals to change their ways. So literally he just like woke up from his tomb and went to these guards and Kamehameha waved them and they died. That's basically what he just did. Also, I love the fact that Folu comes with no money. Like he is broke. Like the God Emperor is broke. I love that for him. Anyways. Now, you have to be very careful with this area. First, we get battle theme, a new battle theme. A Folu specific battle theme. I love this battle theme so much. Anyway, we're just gonna attack, charge, which basically, if you hold R1 and press X, you get to charge, which means everybody attacks. And Folu can hit twice. Well, now Folu's no longer broke, so I can't tease him for it. So you have to be very careful in this area, because those are actually thorns, and they can hurt you. And they will hurt you. Oh, you didn't die. Pardon my presumption. I believe that you are the God Emperor Faolu, yes? I have been expecting you. Ever since I saw the flames rising from the woods where I placed my soldiers on watch. Thou sayest thou wert waiting for us. Thou knowest of us and what we are then? Yes, your majesty. You are the first emperor, Faolu, who founded our great Fao empire. And knowing this, thou wouldst greet us with malice in thine heart, and thine bladed hand? I'm afraid times have changed, your majesty. And we get our first boss battle. Our first boss battle is not done with Ryu, it's done with Folu. Faolu. I keep saying Folu because that's how I used to pronounce it. So forgive me if I pronounce it that way. But anyway, our basic strategy is now to use our new skill, Meditate. And we basically transform into a dragon. It costs AP, as you can see it costs 64 AP to do it. It costs 1 AP per level. So, because we're level 64, it costs 64 AP. Pretty self-explanatory. I think Flaming Fist is basically a high crit rate, but low hit. Because I've never seen it hit. Like, ever. I'm actually going to use Frost Strike in case he hits me. Ah, oh, darn. I could have used the Breath Attack. So Mystic Fire is his Breath Attack. It's a fire-based attack, which deals damage equal, or depending on his hit points. And as you can see all there, Dragon Form takes AP per turn. It takes 16 for Folu. I think it's based on, I think it's like a, I mean 16 divided by 4 is 64, so it must be whatever your level is divided by 4. Or something along those lines. I think 16 divided by, I think 64 divided by 4 is 16. That sounds right. Yeah, so it must be whatever your level is divided by 4. Or however much AP it costs divided by 4. One of the two. And if you run out of AP while in dragon form, you automatically revert. Or cannot pay the cost. But it's dead. We get so much XP that we cannot use. And Ambrosia. You appear tired, Majesty. And it's to be expected, I suppose. You've just awoken from a long, long sleep. And you're not exactly complete, are you? It would appear that I does not mean not to fulfill thine duty, as art called to do upon to do our by a promise. Alas, it is as you say, my lord. For now, we would have you sleep once more. I would call these foolish, but thou art mortal. The car cannot go against thy nature, no more than a fish could walketh upon the firmament. Still, thou wilt find that our promises are not easily broken. Return then to thy master and tell him our words. Trying to buy time, are you, Majesty? Set fire to the trees. We must stop him before he recovers his full strength. They just have firearms. They would use fire against us. Indeed, planned well have they. And he's just like, well, I have to go around. As I recall, your Majesty has a strong affinity to water, yes? Your power is not fully returned. It's unlikely we'll survive battle with my creations in this raging fire. We must know thy name, O cunning one. Hyom, General will follow Imperial Army at your service. I don't want to take any chances. Find the body. Phew! Well, we managed to make it up, didn't we? It's a little more ways to the time. Alright, that's a good spot to end this episode. So, next time on Breath of Fire 4, we will head to, Sorry. And, see what happens there. So in the meantime, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to give it a like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, come part of my community, spread fun positivity for all. So of course, see you again.